looking at my seeds that I have purchased and also reviewing some of the seeds that I have had from last year and the year before, it's really pushing me to think about what do I need to do next. And also when I look out my kitchen window, I can see that things are changing. So I need to go on out there and take a survey of the land and the garden and see what changes need to happen. That means that it's time to get out my journal, the Growing My Beautiful Journal, the Intentional Garden Journal for 2025, and really think about what changes that I need to make in the garden. And as I look at the pictures of what was last year, I know that things are going to change. Even though the garden is looking kind of barren, still, as I flip through, I know that if I plan well, then I will have a beautiful garden again for 2025. And I really love the fact that I have my other planner, because now I need to actually go month by month and see what it is that I need to do to make this happen. As I plan and structure things every week, what is next? What is it that I need? What is the task? And if I'm intentional in the gardening process, then this year is going to be glorious. Hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, today is March 4th, and it is sunny out, and the temperature is in the 50s. And so I decided to come on out and show you what my garden looks like right now, that we are beginning our gardening season, and this is the layout for the garden right now. It's not looking too bad, but there is opportunity to see and dream and think about what kind of improvements are going to be necessary for this new gardening season. I am excited because it is nice and warm. And so I'm going to take you around and give you a little tour of what it looks like. And we can also see if there's anything growing and coming out of the ground. So let's walk around and observe the garden. Well, in this section, we can come over here and we can see that the rhododendrons are starting to perk up. And I see some buds there developing on them. So we may get some beautiful flowers from the rhodos. And then we have here our garden mums, and hopefully they've survived the winter. But we shall see. It's still early, of course. And then I have here my hydrangea bush, and it hasn't started to bud yet, but hopefully we will have some blooms like we had last year. It was so beautiful. And then we have this bed. And I have to decide what I'm going to put in this container here. The container did not crack, so that's a good thing. As you know, that it is ceramic, and it's vulnerable to the cold, but it held up there. It's looking pretty good. Then looking back there at the hydrangea hedge, they're still there, but we'll see what happens later on, and hopefully we will have beautiful blooms back there. And then this section, I don't see any tulips or daffodils, but oh yes, look at this, I do see. I'm starting to see some life coming up. Look at that. The tulips. That is nice. Yeah, and then I even see some green over there. The daffodils. So I'm going to have to clean up this area real soon so that they can be free. And then I have my rose bush here. It looks like it's still alive. So that's a good thing. What I need to do is find a place to plant it, in the garden. Figure out where I want to plant it. And here's the other one, and it looks green, and it actually has some, do you see that? Some buds here. So it's doing good. Then we can see some green here with the pachysandra and the bearded iris right there. And it's so good that we have the conifers, the arborvitaes, which give some green to the garden, and they have really grown. They've been here for a long time, and it really helps to stabilize or center the garden. Then I have here my fruit trees. This is my pear tree, and it's gotten bigger for sure. Look at that. It's a good little size there. And then I have my Asian pear tree here. My peach tree. And there's an apple tree back there. Well, it looks like this pot is doing fine here, this side of the garden. And just waiting to be filled. I'm gonna have to do some cleanup here. Now this is my vegetable area. Definitely am going to have to clean this area up and get it ready for the onions that I'm going to put in the ground. And let's walk in here and see what's up. Well, this is my collard greens. The collard greens. And they look like they want to come back. Not bad. Not bad at all. We shall see what happens in a couple of weeks, how it's going to show up. And then over here, I believe this is my oriental poppy here, and it looks good, nice and green. I have my blueberry and some other plants here in the pots, the mints. And this looks like either the onions or the garlic from last year. We shall see. But I'm going to have to redesign this. This here, this is kale. Kale plants. Looks like it has some fresh leaves coming up here. The kale. We shall see what happens with that. Or I just might take them all out. I think that's what I'm going to do. And clean up this whole section. And I think I'm going to redesign it. Because last year I had here the tomato cages here, and it was more up this way, but I think I'm going to expand it and put the tomato cages further down here. So that will give me more room to grow things over in this section and sort of change things around a bit. But this is encouraging. Then I have the dinosaur kale here. And these are the stalks from the okra. And they did so well in this section right here. So that's something I might want to repeat. Let's get a picture of this. Yeah, a view. Yeah, so I think that this is really good, that we'll be able to enlarge our garden, because this is the most sunniest side here, and the kitchen garden area, that's what I was calling this. It really produced well for us last year and the year before that, so I'm excited to redesign it and create the opportunity to produce food. Now in this area, I call this the jewel garden area. It's mostly flowers. I can see my rose bush coming up there, or it's still green, I should say. And that's, let me see. Brindabella rose, Brindabella First Lady rose. I see some green stalks there, that's good. And then this was a rose bush as well, or is a rose bush. And this is a miniature rose, and hopefully it will be returning. And then I have in this section tulips that I planted in here, as well as alliums and a whole lot of other wonderful things. And I can see the green here, and that's the dead nettle that's in this section. So what I'm going to do is come through and cut down all of the stalks here and clean out this area, freshen it up. I'm going to have to get some mulch for it. This was mountain mint, I think, and it might have reseeded here in this section. Oh wow, my strawberries. I planted some strawberries here, and they have spread for sure. Look at that. You can see the green leaves of the strawberry plant. And then this back here is my Oakley hydrangea, but I'm going to have to come in and move some of these other things from it. And then this is my rose here, my David Austin rose, and it's looking pretty good. I have some more strawberries in that container, but then along with the strawberries, I do have tulips. So hopefully the tulips will be able to make it up. I'm gonna have to clean that out. And we have this section here too. I'm gonna have to definitely get this section cleaned up because I do have a lot of tulips that will be showing up soon. But this is what the area looks like. This is the front side. I call this my English style cottage garden area, and I have the naturalistic shrubs and things that have settled in this area. And so I can see the bearded iris coming up and other things coming up here. The bee balm showing up, and the mountain bachelor button there, and you know, there's life here. I can see some of the tulips starting to show up here. A little red there, you can see that. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to work on this area and, you know, start to dream and make things happen. But so far, things are thawing out, and oh, it looks like this arborvitae. Look at that! I've just noticed it. Look at it. It's brown. I wonder what happened. It died. Oh no. Oh well. They've been around for a long time. One of my first foundational plantings, but that is amazing. Well, it leaves room for other things to come and grow as well. So that's what everything looks like on this side. Well, this is our first garden walk for March 4th, 2025, here in Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye.